What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I will be saying, in my opinion, the best player from every South American country. Yeah, basically as simple as it sounds, I guess. Like literally just every country in South America. I mean, not really. It's like the Confederation, so it's the best player from every country in CONMEBOL. Yeah, I think CONMEBOL is the smallest of the confederations. It's either that or OFC. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Each country, I did this with Europe. I'll try and do this with all the other continents as well. But yeah, let's get into it. Argentina, gone with Lautaro Martinez. To be honest, this one pretty easy to go for. To be honest, I mean, it's not Messi anymore, guys. It's 2025. It's not Messi. But Lautaro Martinez hitting his prime now. He's 27. He's got 70 caps for Argentina, which kind of surprised me. 32 goals for the national team as well. One of the best players in Serie A right now with Inter as well. Yeah, not much else to add really, in my opinion. I mean, he is the best Argentinian player right now. I think. Not many people could argue with that. I mean, yeah, I guess I got to go with him. Bolivia, I've gone with Guillermo Vizcarra. Not going to pretend I knew who he was before researching this, but he is a 32-year-old goalkeeper, plays for Alianza Lima in Peru. He's got 28 caps for Bolivia, which you might think is a bit low, but sort of his main competition is some like 38-year-old other goalkeeper guy. And sorry, I don't know his name, but he's also like one of their best players as well. So I've gone with Guillermo Vizcarra, but apparently, from what I read, they have an older goalkeeper who is also pretty good as well, and that's why he only has 28 caps at 32, because for so many years the other guy was the main goalkeeper. But I think he is now the number one, and based on the fact in this picture he is playing for them in the Copa America, which I believe was the most recent one as well. So presumably that means he was the starting goalkeeper. But I don't actually know. Any Bolivia fans, please let me know. But yeah, next up is Brazil. I've gone with Vinny Jr., but I really could have gone with Rafinha, I reckon, for this. I've gone with Vinny just because he did do it last year. I mean, obviously he hasn't done well for the Brazil national team or anything. But I mean, he does play for Real Madrid. He's still only 24, so we still got a lot of years in him, to sort of be good, I guess. 37 caps for Brazil, only 5 goals. Like, he definitely has underperformed for the Brazil national team. But still, I mean, I've gone with him. I mean, I can see an argument for Rafinha, definitely, but I've gone with Vinny, but could go either way, really. I mean, there's a couple other players who might be sort of in the running, but I've picked Vinny for this, I reckon. Next up, Chile. Not Alexis Sanchez or Vidal. I've gone with Guillermo Maripan. 30-year-old centre back, plays for Torino. Got 52 caps for Chile as well. I believe this guy used to play for Monaco. Yeah, just solid centre back. Only 30. Playing in Serie A now, so good level. Alexis Sanchez is also playing in Serie A, but I've not gone with him. I've gone with Maripan, this guy. Been a solid player for Chile. I mean, 52 caps is pretty good. Um, yeah, and he plays for Torino, so decently high level as well. It's a top 5 league, so good on him, I guess. Colombia, I've gone with Luis Diaz. Couple of people maybe I could have gone with, but I've gone with Luis Diaz. Obviously, he's currently at Liverpool. He's 28 years old, which is, I thought he was younger than that, to be honest. But he has got 61 caps for Colombia. I mean, based on the Copa America last year, I could have gone with James Rodriguez. I mean, he was pretty good in that. But I've gone with Luis Diaz. Having a decent season for Liverpool this year, and I think he's Colombia's best player. They have had a bit of a fall off though. Like, I don't think they're as good as they used to be, despite the fact they made the final. But I don't actually know. Maybe they're getting better now, but sort of since 2014 they did have a bit of a fall off. Next up, Ecuador. I've gone with Moises Caicedo. Maybe a bit of Chelsea bias going on here, but I mean, it is definitely him. Still, 23. He's already got 51 caps, which kind of shows, like, if you are playing for one of those lesser nations and you are very good, you are gonna get like a lot of caps. Like 51 caps at 23 is ridiculous. But yeah, that's what he's got. But yeah, I mean, he probably is one of Chelsea's best players, probably Chelsea's best player this season, to be honest. Like, he has been very good for Chelsea, especially in the earlier parts of the season. So yeah, he's got to be Ecuador's best player. Paraguay, gone with Almiron. To be honest, Paraguay aren't that good. Like, I know they made a few World Cups, like they were in the 2010 World Cup, but haven't been that good in recent years, so not much really. He is 31 now. Plays back. He's back at Atlanta United in MLS. Got 64 caps for Paraguay, which kind of surprised me. I thought he'd have more, considering the fact that like Caicedo has 52 at 23, and he's like 8 years older than him. But still, you know, one of Paraguay's best players, if not the best player. Did play in the Premier League for like 5 years, so that's pretty good. And he only just moved back to MLS, like, I don't know, either in January at the start of the season, I believe, so not that long ago. So yeah, I've gone with Almiron for Paraguay. Next up is Peru. I've gone with Renato Tapia. He plays for Leganes in La Liga. He's 29 as well, and he's got 86 caps. Sorry about that. My dog was barking at nothing. But yeah, as I was saying, 86 caps at 29, pretty good. But Peru is really one of those teams where, like, if you ask me Peru, I'll be like, yeah, they're actually a decent national team. They like name a Peruvian player, and then I'm just cooked. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they're underrated or overrated, or if they underperform or overperform, because they were at the World Cup 2018. Didn't they make a final of the Copa America like recently, 2019 maybe? Against Brazil, I think. But yeah, there's one of those teams where it's like I think they're decent, but I don't actually know really any of their players, and I don't really know why I think they're decent. But yeah, I've gone with Renato Tapia for the best Peruvian. Next up is Uruguay. I've gone with Fede Valverde, not Darwin Nunez, unfortunately. Didn't quite make the cut, but Valverde, 26 years old, 67 caps already for Uruguay. I mean, this guy just plays every game for Real Madrid, possibly, so it's probably got to be him, right? For Uruguay. I mean, Uruguay have always been pretty decent. They always seem to have a couple good players. So yeah, I've gone with Valverde. Could be Ronald Araujo as well. He's another possibility, but I've gone with Valverde. And last but not least, Venezuela. I've gone with Yangel Herrera, 27-year-old midfielder. He plays in Girona right now. 40 caps for Venezuela. Another player I was thinking of was, I think he's called Josef Martinez. I think he's Venezuelan. He was in the MLS a bit, but I've gone with Herrera here. I mean, he is playing in La Liga, which is a pretty good level, and he's playing Girona, who did have a pretty good season last year as well, and they won the Champions League, so that's fun. So yeah, I mean, I've gone with Yangel Herrera. Don't know much about Venezuela or Girona, to be honest, but from what I've read and whatnot, he seems to be pretty good. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know if you agree with me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.